This is the Brothers and Company podcast.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Brothers and Company podcast show. Today is Sunday, December 30th, 2018. Where we want to start by wishing you and yours a happy and safe holiday season. This is almost New Year's, so let us introduce ourselves again. My name is Derek.
And my name is Chris.
Yes, so we want to once again welcome you back to this wonderful episode of the Brothers and Company podcast. Make sure you download this podcast anytime at brothersandcompany.podbean.com. And also, you can download it on the Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Player FM, and on the Podbean app. So you can get this podcast anywhere, anytime.
Yes, anywhere, anytime. We are free 99, guys. Pick us up, download us on your phone, iPad, iPod, iPhone, whatever social media phone that you have. Pick us up.
Yes, at no cost to you.
Yes.
As Chris would like to say, it's free 99.
Exactly. We love stuff for free. I know y'all like stuff for free too. Why not? Come on now.
Yeah, especially this holiday season. You know, you're spending that hundreds to thousands of dollars on getting the perfect gift.
Exactly.
You can get this gift for free.
Exactly.
It costs you nothing.
Nothing at all.
Right.
Very free.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. And so in the joy and reflection of reflecting from 2018, we're just doing an episode just reflecting on things that have happened in 2018, you know, for the both of us, and what to look forward to in 2019.
Yeah, a lot has happened this year, man. I can't believe this is coming to an end. We're going from 2018 to 2019, and you know, I just can't believe it's about to be ending. You know, we're going to a new year.
Right.
You know, people is reflecting on themselves to make themselves better next year, and you know, making New Year's resolutions and stuff. Do you make like New Year's resolutions every year, or you just...
I don't make New Year's resolutions at all. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because you have all year round to make decisions and to make changes to your life. All year, you have 365 days to do everything that you wanted to do. I just don't like the idea of people waiting to the end of one year to say they're going to make changes and promises to themselves for the next year. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. And then, you know, they kind of lie and say, oh, I'm going to change that. And, you know, it never comes true. You know, I'm like, you're supposed to follow up with what you say. But I kind of agree with you. I don't really do the New Year's resolution. I would say I was just going to continue to be me and only me and not pretend to be no one else.
Right,
you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I feel the same way.
I think that's the best New Year's resolution for me, you know.
Yeah, I really do. What I like about, you know, who I am is that I stay true to myself and not making these New Year's resolutions. You have all year. I don't wait until the end of one year to make changes for something else that's going to come up.
Right, because you have 365 days, and then, you know, you don't never know what's going to happen within those 365 days in that year.
Right.
So you just go with the unexpected, you know, just go with the flow.
Yeah, and you have to stay committed. If you're going to make New Year's resolutions, you have to stay committed. You have to be determined and stay committed, and you have to stick with it. You can't just make a New Year's resolution, let's say today, December 30th, of saying I'm going to go back to school, I'm going to exercise, lose weight, eat good, eat better, stop smoking, all these things.
Shouldn't they be doing it now instead of just waiting until the next year? Like,
yeah. They should have been doing it
months ago.
You had almost 12 months to do all these things. If you're going to make a New Year's resolution to, let's say, if you do it today, don't wait. If you're going to do it today, stay committed.
Right.
Don't wait until you get into February and then stop and then go back to what you've been doing.
People don't do that. They don't get inspired. You know, they don't stay true to what they say.
They don't.
You know, they give up. They give up. You know, just the start of it, and then just going back to their initial, you know, the original problems that they still go through. You know.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You gotta stick to what you do. You know.
Yeah, you have to stick to whatever it is you decide to do.
Exactly.
Don't make a decision about doing something now and then 2-3 months later you fall off.
Right.
You know, that's an excuse. That's not a resolution. That is an excuse, people.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a reflection of 2018. So, all right, let's get started.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, let's get started. So,
exactly.
Let's go all the way back for me. Me personally, I'll go back to like April. I started working at the radio station. You know, something that I always wanted to do to get experience in. Because I was always a big fan of listening to music on the radio and also listening to DJs, you know, my favorite DJs on certain radio stations. And, you know, for me doing this podcast gives me the inspiration to go into being on the radio, on-air personality or whatnot. Because I'm already, with this job now, I'm out there with the people doing all the other events and, you know, all the community events and the remotes, the concerts. So I like what I'm doing.
Right.
So that's something I never did before.
Right.
And I enjoy it.
Right.
I met a lot of good people at the station, a lot of good people, clients and businesses, a lot of my coworkers. I mean, they're very good. They're very cool. I like the people I work with. I'm very blessed and happy to be where I am as far as my other job.
Right. I'm very glad that you love your new job at the radio station. You know, it gets you to do something different from being in the office. You know, you be driving around, you know, network with people and, you know, inspire kids and, you know, promote the business and music. And like you said, you like music.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good platform to have, you know.
Yeah, it is a good platform to have when you're working with your favorite DJ that you listen to on the radio.
Every day. And having the chance to meet them in person and work with them. Especially if you're going out to remote at like a cell phone place or a restaurant or a concert. Right. Just being able to be in their presence and learning what they know. Right. And learning about the business and what you can do with your position. Because, you know, you're out there, you're, you know, giving out T-shirts and setting up games for people to play to win prizes. Right.
You know, and being out there in all these different towns. You know, it's fun for me, and I like it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then you know, with the radio personnel, you like, oh wow, in person they're kind of different compared to listening to them on the radio. Like, you know, it's like wow.
Yeah. For me, I have that ear. I have the ear of what I'm listening to and what I'm looking at. I can kind of I can match up the personality on the air when I'm listening to somebody, and then I can match that up with their personality when I meet them. They're just like, yo, I listen to you all the time. You're just exactly what I thought you would be. And it's amazing. It's amazing that people who you listen to or who you grow up idolizing, you know, just like for you, you went to that concert.
Right.
You know, you went to see your favorite artist, right?
Danny King, I sure did.
Yeah.
Right in November, man.
How did that make you feel when you go out there and meet your favorite artist?
It made me feel loved, man. I really appreciate them. I listened to them ever since high school. Like, I still got the CDs. I still play to this day. People look at me like crazy. Why are you still play these CDs? And they're like 10 plus old. I'm like, yeah, man, because I like listen to, you know, but like watching them in person and giving them each a hug and taking pictures with them and watching them perform on stage is an awesome feeling. And I was right there in front row too, so I couldn't miss a thing. I couldn't miss a beat. I couldn't miss a note. I was just there.
Yeah,
those girls were awesome.
Now, was that your first time seeing Danny D. Kane as a group?
As a group,
See,
but I've seen Dawn like 3 times.
Okay, so you're used to seeing Dawn, but not seeing the whole
group. But not even the whole group. I wish it was like the 2 other members too. It could have. I wish Andrea and D was there too.
Okay.
But you know, it was 3 out of 5 girls there, so I wish it was all 5. You know, I could have wished they could have worked out the issues that they had going on. You know, I'm still trying to figure out why to this day why they broke up, because those girls were so unique in their own ways. You know, like I would say like Aubrey represents pop. Shannon reminds me, you know, she does country. Andrea's Latin, Diwa's is like hip hop R&B,
Yeah.
and then Dawn is like this alternative, kind of edginess. I play some of her music in the car.
Yeah, well, it's just like everybody brings a certain element to the table when you're forming a group like this.
And having these 5 different genres within 5 girls in a group that have never been done before.
Wow.
And these girls barely know each other, and they sold platinum albums. Like, these girls are like 5 different cities, and they audition to be in a group, and like, isn't that something?
That is amazing when you can get all these people together like that.
Selling platinum records, performing in tours, putting out albums.
Yeah,
that's something.
That is something. What else have we done this year? Oh yeah, I went to Atlanta, went to Charlotte with my girl. What something?
Remember January, the big snowstorm?
The snowstorm. Yeah, the snowstorm.
I still remember it to this day. That was the best. That was the best snowy weather ever. It was perfect. It wasn't compared to the other snow that we had back in the years, but this one was awesome.
Right.
Yeah,
it was the snow, the way the snow fell, and I think it was 6 or 7 inches of snow. It was beautiful to see the snow fall, but being home for like almost 2 weeks, being away from work, waiting for the snow and ice to melt to go back out there, that was another thing. It was like, man, I love the snow. I played in the snow. It's nice. It's a one-time thing. Once in a lifetime event that happened, but now I'm ready to go back. I can't be in the house all day.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And then people was acting kind of crazy. They're like, we don't know what to do. Like, this hasn't happened before,
Yeah.
And then I was working at Avis at the time, and, people was trying to figure out how they going to get the ice cleared, and, it's never happened before.
Yeah, because we're not used to having snow down here. We're used to having warm weather and rain and hurricanes and tornadoes and thunderstorms, that type of weather, but not as snow and ice.
Right.
Sleet. Yeah.
I remember I was on my social media. I was like, it's snowing. And then the snow just fall. I'm like, there, let's go outside and walk around.
Yeah.
People was actually in their boats and little.
When we were walking down the street, walked down the street to the Park Circle. Park Circle is we live in the Park Circle area, and we walked down the street, and we walked around the circle, and we saw people driving these pickup trucks and they have rafts attached to them.
Right.
And people were sitting in the rafts, and when the truck was driving driving down the street, driving around the circle, people were sitting in the rafts going wee. Yeah.
Right.
Like they're on the water. Like when you see a boat, like
Right. They were just going around in circles. I'm like, what?
Yeah. You know how you see boats attached? They have the rafts attached to it, and people sit in it. This was snow, and they had these trucks having the rafts attached to them like ropes.
And were kids in the back,
and kids were sitting in these things. I think I seen a trash can or like one of these trash, like the...
Yeah, people was using trash cans.
Yeah, trash, like the top, I think it's the top of the trash can.
Right.
And they're sitting in it. And the truck was just they have it attached to the truck, and they just start riding. I've never seen anything like this before in my life.
Never.
Especially down here.
I know. In the South.
Yeah, in the South.
Right.
Yeah.
Very hot, sunny South Carolina. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I never seen anything like that before in my life.
Never.
That is crazy.
It was fun though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to play in the snow and look at the snow and take pictures and all of that.
Pictures.
Yeah.
And then it was so much fun. I wish it didn't stop though. Like you said, we've been like home for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because no one can travel on the bridges and.
Yeah, they had to shut down the roads because there was so much ice in it, and it becomes dangerous when you're going and driving out there.
And people were stuck, they can't cross the bridges and stuff until the ice melts.
Yeah.
But overall, that was the best time ever.
Yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's another thing that is a reflection of 2018. Let's say, like, for this podcast, we haven't done this podcast in over a year.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we got back into it, I think, in October.
Right.
You know, because Savannah at the radio station, I was telling her we have a podcast, and she was asking me, you know, if we were still doing it. I said we haven't done it in a while because we doing some other things going on. We couldn't make time. And she said, you should go back and do it. You should go back and do the podcast. And I look at it and I thought about it. And I said, you know what? It's a good idea. I mean, we still have it. So I went ahead and updated everything with the podcast, and I got back to it, and I talked to you about it. And for me, this is like practice of getting into radio. So I'm glad that me and you decided to come back.
Yeah. I kind of miss us, doing the podcast. It's been a while, and I'm like, oh man, we doing other things, but get inspired by Savannah. She made us come back and do what we love, and we can't let this go. We can't let this go a second time. We got to make this our niche. And it's been working ever since, because it makes me and my brother, bond more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's a platform that I take great pride in and I love. I always say this because I do love this podcast and I love the platforms that we're on. And big shout outs to Podbean, the platform for podcasts. That Podbean, I can't say enough about that platform, because we've been with Podbean since 2013, and they host our podcast on their platforms, and they have it connected to social media and YouTube and Spotify. So I'm very proud of having a platform that allows us to be all over the place. Other audio services everywhere. I never thought that we can do that. So that's a first time for us.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And that's something.
Yeah, that is amazing, what you can do with one thing that will take you all over the world. You can sit here in South Carolina and somebody can be listening to you in England, in the UK.
I know.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? I love it. I love this platform better than all the platforms that we got.
Yeah.
Like we on all social medias. I just love it.
Yeah, we're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Oh, wow, we got so much memories. Like I'll say me working in a call center environment.
Right, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Leaving from Avis, from a car, a car rental company, until working in a call center. I'm like, oh man, the way I started, let's see, one of my friends, he told me, like, you should leave this job that you work with. You don't make that much money, work at a call center. I'm like, I don't know. I told him, I don't know if this thing will work out for me, because I'm doing manual labor, moving back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But like training, 3 weeks in class, and learning a lot about different accounts, like the medical accounts, the order accounts, the service calls, the call out calls. I'm like, I don't know. And then dealing with these different personalities with the customers. I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I can handle this.
Right.
But after a while, being there like 10 months strong, I'm doing pretty well. I'm getting uptrained in different things and making more money. But it's not for everybody though. You gotta have patience. Take a lot of note taking. You gotta listen to the calls, what they want. Just be professional all times. But it has its perks. With the angry calls. But it's been great. I met so much great people. They've been patient with me. I always ask questions. If I have problems with anything, I can always talk to them, and they can always help me out throughout anything that I have problems with.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's always good to have people, who you work with can be a support system for you. Because everybody deals with the same type of thing, and you're dealing with so many calls and people with different personalities, and you do your best to show the best customer service, and then you know that you're monitored, that your company is monitoring your calls, for quality purposes.
They sure do.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you're doing your job properly.
Right.
Yeah, so you can get, better customer service for the customers, and then, it boosts up your experience, and, you get points for that.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So I love it so far. So I'm almost there in a year. You know,
That's good.
almost there. Okay,
What else? Because this it seemed like the year is going by fast.
it is.
You
It's
know,
going by fast.
yeah, we went from snow to now we're in the new year, so it's going to be January again.
I know. I know, and I'm
Yeah,
still thinking about about Valentine's Day after this year that passed. Months ago,
yeah,
and then we're going back to it in February. It's almost here.
yeah. We're going into another holiday
I know.
after this. In January, and then if you go in the stores right now, wait until maybe I say a few months, not a few months, but a few weeks in January. You're going to start seeing red hearts. You're going to start seeing flowers and candy and I love you bears
And gifts.
They're going to put the Valentine's Day in your face.
Exactly.
And ain't nothing you can do about it.
They probably already planning for it when it hit January.
Exactly. When January 1st hit, okay, everybody, stores right now, managers, all right, everybody. Okay, Christmas is over. Christmas is over. New Year's is over. We're going to have to go ahead and put the Valentine's Day out. So when you walk in that store, you're going to see Valentine's Day all in your face. You're going to see I love you balloons. You're going to start seeing I love you cards, I love you bears, all the little goody stuff, candy. All of that's going to be in your face. So you're going to have to say, okay, now I got to go buy Valentine's Day stuff. Yeah. All the commercials with the engagement rings and all this. You're going to start seeing all of that.
Oh, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
coming.
It's coming. Get ready for it.
Man.
Get ready to spend your money.
Well, we go from Christmas all the way to Valentine's Day, man. Just like when Thanksgiving came around.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as Halloween is over, they jump right into Christmas. And just skip right over Thanksgiving. Just skip right over Thanksgiving like it ain't nothing.
It is.
I don't like that.
I know.
Let Thanksgiving have its holiday.
You know they're gonna do that. No.
They jump right from Halloween to Christmas and just skip over Thanksgiving like it ain't nothing.
But it's food.
Well, it could be food, but it's not always just food. It's about family. It's about being thankful. It's about being together.
It's a marketing tool.
I know.
Everybody uses it for marketing tools.
Now, I think the only companies that advertise for Thanksgiving are grocery stores.
And football and commercials.
Yeah. We're grocery stores because that's where the food is.
Right.
So they're going to have all your Thanksgiving, your turkey and your stuffing and all your other stuff. We grocery stores got to put that out there for you because you're going to go out there and get food. Just like how you're going to get food for Christmas.
That's right.
Or in any other holiday. So, yeah.
That's right.
What else?
Oh, I have two more.
All right, go ahead.
I'll say the play that I was in this year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The little gospel play I was in.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, you did a great job in that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was my first ever performance and first play that I'm in.
Yeah, exactly.
And graduating with a BA in theater, and shout out to Mr. Carl Bright for picking me and choosing me to be a part of the platform and part of the amazing cast. Because he been looking through my social media a lot, and he sees my positive quotes that I always put online. And
yeah,
like, oh, this guy is cool. This guy is awesome, great. He's talented. Because we worked before in the past. We do like the tree lighting ceremony with the Plantation Singers. Group. And then the Plantation Singers, we kind of merged together. But he kind of reached out to me and said, hey, come on, be a part of the production.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And so after that, I'm like, oh man, like we've been doing like script reading with the cast and the different parts that I'm gonna do and the songs that we've been recording and performing. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm using my musical theater and my theater background, to the advantage. So I'm like, wow. And then like performing it and getting the costumes right and practicing it and the best part was the rehearsals. The rehearsals were awesome.
Yeah.
That's where you get better. That's where you mess up at. That's where you can get better and grow. And you know, those guys, everyone inspires me on that set.
Well, that's good. You got into your career. You got an experience in your career field by doing that play, because you know you were a theater major, so that gave you opportunity to really have that experience.
Exactly.
So yeah, to see you perform, and yeah, I got emotional because of what the whole story meant.
Right.
You know, so I was really happy for you. You got the costume and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, for purchasing that costume for me right at the last minute.
Oh yeah.
You know, I should know better how to sew. Like, you know, I took sewing class, but you know, I don't know, it's not my niche. But you know, I'm like, I glad I got great people in my family that helped me pick the costume for me. But you know, I was kind of nervous of performing. You know, in front of you, Mom. I wish Dad could have made it, but you know, I did a pretty good job. You know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, doing these movements and performing and doing the little gestures and stuff. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, well, I mean, you now you have that experience on your resume. You have that experience of saying, you know what, I did it. You know, you did something brand new that you never done before.
I know.
So, I mean, for me and you, we done new great things this year. So it's going to continue to build up for 2019. More plays might open up, and more opportunities will open up for the both of us. You know, and this podcast continues to grow and be all everywhere. It's going to be a great 2019.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back to work to get productive again, because you know I've been home for like almost a week and a couple of days.
Oh wow, yeah, you miss work.
Yeah,
don't you?
man, I kind of miss getting back to the office, being productive, because for me, you can only be home for a certain period of time until you get to the point of, okay, I've been home way too long. I need to go back and do something.
Right.
You know, I enjoy the time off, but it's time to go back.
It is time to go back.
It's time to go back.
Go back to the grind, to the money, to working
Yeah.
hard and dedicated to the job, you know.
Yeah, being dedicated to the job and being dedicated to your career. Because if you're not doing anything in this time frame, then your mind gets lost and you get lazy and you don't want to do anything because you're not at work. You're not being forced to work and do something because you know you're at home. You
That's true.
watch TV and be on the internet all day.
Right, you can do that any day, but it's
Yeah.
still it's kind of boring after a while.
Yeah,
But we always got to be productive in the mind, heart, body, and soul. We got to.
yeah,
You
we
know.
gotta stay productive because
know.
that's the way that you get to from where you are to where you want to be, is to be productive and to be committed. So for all you out there making these New Year's resolutions, be productive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you post pictures on social media, but you know everybody's doing like the best 9 for 2018. Like, you know, post the best pictures
Okay.
that they, you know, for memories in this year.
Yeah.
I'll say one more. It is December 2nd, my birthday. I turned 30. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, that was the best time of my life. I can't believe I turned 30 and I'm getting older, and you know, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. For me, I don't think it's about getting older. I think it's about getting more mature and more wiser.
That's
People
true.
look at it as, okay, you're getting old because you're getting old in age. But I look at it as you're growing and maturing into your own man, being yourself, and being more wiser and more mature about your life.
Exactly.
You know, I don't look at it as getting old. Old is a mindset.
It is.
You know, you might feel old and your body might feel different, but it's a mindset.
It is.
Yeah. So you're changing and moving into your own person.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm so happy. You know, I'm 30. It's just the beginning. It's gonna get better. Can't wait till 2019.
Yeah. 2019 is going to be another great year. Another great year.
Exactly.
So speaking of having a great year, we want to wish all of you once again a happy and safe New Year. And once again, you can listen to this podcast anytime at brothersandcompany.podbean.com. The website is updated. You know, The website is updated. You have all your episodes that you can download, and we have tabs on there where you can connect with us on social media, Facebook and Twitter at BIC Podcast. That's Facebook and Twitter with the same name at BIC Podcast. And also we have
the one on Podbean.
Yeah, Podbean too. Yeah, that's Brothers and Company website. And also we have a Stay Connected.
Facebook, Twitter.
And also we have a Stay Connected tab where you can download the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Player FM. All these platforms available for you anytime.
Anytime. Free. Don't cost nothing.
It costs you nothing. No cost to you.
Pick it up. You guys will enjoy it.
Yes, please tell a friend, tell somebody you know to listen to this podcast. We really do appreciate you guys, and thank you for listening to us as we come back to it from all the way from 2013 all the way to now. And we're going to come back and do more episodes as time goes on. We're going to come back and do more episodes for 2019. So we want to thank you all for listening. My name is Derek.
And my name is Chris.
You all have a safe New Year. We'll actually talk to you again on the Brothers and Company podcast show.
Yes. See y'all on the upper side of 2019, guys. Y'all be safe.
Peace out and one love, y'all. Thank you for listening to the Brothers and Company podcast. Subscribe today on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Player FM, and on the Podbean app. Become a fan on Facebook and Twitter at BIC Podcast, and visit our website at brothersandcompany.podbean.com.